Hello, my fellow creatives. So I'm doing something a little bit different today. I am actually videoing my blog from the car. I have a 4-hour drive on a straight road. I live in Kansas. And I have all these ideas going through my head, and I thought, why not just record them instead of getting to where I'm going and then sitting down and forgetting what they all were. So there's another point to that too, and that's I follow a lot of blogs and they tend to pile up and I don't get them read because, again, I'm extremely busy. And I do, however, watch or listen to videos and podcasts when I'm in the car, when I'm working in the art studio, and I thought, wouldn't it be better just to do that? So for a little while at least, I'm going to change to this platform. I'm going to do videos, and if you like it, hate it, let me know what you prefer, but I think videos are going to work for me for right now. So the subject matter I want to talk about today is an email that I recently received, and I get a lot. I get a lot of artists asking me questions, and I want to help out with that because I don't believe any of us are competing against each other. So the question I get is, I have a body of work, and now what? Where do I go from here? Okay, and this is more pointed towards that emerging artist. And what I have to ask is, what is your body of work? And what I mean by that is, how many pieces do you have, and is it a cohesive body of work? Probably 2 years ago, I was hanging in a venue and I was getting ready to open my art show, and somebody came in and was looking around, and I went up and I started talking to the person, and they told me this particular person was an artist and she was going to hang the next month, and she was freaking out a little bit, and I asked her why, and she said she was shocked at how big the venue was. I had probably 16, 17 pieces hanging, and they were pretty good sized pieces, and she admitted she only had 5 pieces of work and they weren't very big. And the problem with that is she has less than a month to hang. So she's either going to look incredibly unprofessional and not be able to fill the walls, or she's going to struggle to get enough pieces within the month, which means the quality is going to go down. It's going to be terrible. And you don't want to be in that position. You want to legitimize yourself as an artist with having a cohesive body of work. So I would say you need at least 15 to 20 pieces before you start showing, okay? Or even consider start showing. And then it needs to be cohesive. And what I mean by that, something I think a lot of beginning artists fall into is wanting to show what our capabilities are, what our talent set is. And that means I can do very realistic portraits, but I can do very impressionistic landscapes, and that's not going to work. We all want people to know how talented we are, right? We want to show off what we can do. But the problem with that is you want people to walk in and be able to identify your work. So it needs to have some thread through it that pieces it all together. For example, if I look at one piece, I should be able to look at the second piece and know the exact same artist did that, whether it's a color scheme or the style or the theme, but it needs to tie together somehow. I have done an art show where people come up to me and they say, you know, I was at your show 3 years ago at this location, and it's my work they recognize. And that's what you want to do. I'm not saying that you can't do the other work, but you need to pick a theme. You need to pick a cohesive tie to a body of work to show together. And then if you want to work on your other stuff, go ahead, create a body of work of that. But you really need to sort of figure out what your work is about and stick with that. In my next blog, I'll probably talk about focus. and then about your customer and figuring out who your customer is. But for right now, make sure you have 15 to 20 pieces before you even start showing. Make sure that they tie together somehow. And if you don't have that, get in the studio, get busy. I will leave you with that thought. Go ahead and send in your questions if you have any. Let me know your thoughts again on if you like the video blogs versus the typed blogs. I'm preferring it so far, but this is my first one. And if you don't want to miss out on those future blogs, go to artmarketingmuse.com and sign up for my newsletter. It's only going to go out once a week. I'm not going to harass you. I'm not going to give away your information. It's just a way for me to keep people who want to keep following me updated with the newest information. Go create. Have a great day. Thanks, guys.